Circumstances, the galaxy is lovely. Alright, this is a very brief study to show that the camera moved on the tripod set outside the lunar lander for Apollo 11. So in this one we see the actual shape of the horizon line and the disposition as they go into back into the lunar lander, and they're going to stay there for a while until the orbiter is going to be overhead so they can rendezvous without burning up their fuel. Okay, so lockdown, blah blah blah. Here the horizon is at the top of the lander leg. See it right there? Alright, the flag and the solar wind collector are below the horizon, and there's a rock right there relative to the position of the lander's foot. Okay, here they're about to lift off, and in a moment in the film the top half just blasts off without any rocket exhaust visible, and it accelerates to escape velocity without any accelerative element, but that's not what we're discussing here. The horizon is now halfway down the leg. Remember, before it was there, now it's there. They never got out. They just went in and waited. The flag collector and the flag and the collector are now above the horizon, so forget it. The rock is now 4 feet to the right. See how the rock has moved? It's now 4 feet to the right. So the tripod was moved, raised, but the only people on the moon were the 2 guys inside the lander. Alright, my friend, a very brief study of this part here. There they are, traipsing around, ASTROGHOSTS, I call them. There's your flag, right? There's the American flag. And right next to it is this lucite rod that's in the ground, right next to the guy. I call it Moses' magic moon scepter. I'm going to show you why. Alright, so ASTROGHOSTS moves off, is cavorting about. The moon scepter's still there, right next to the flag, no problem. Looking good. Sort of transparent there, that's why I call it lucite. But then, poof, it's gone. And it does that regularly. It was an artifact introduced. Alright, now another thing worthy of note here's your Apollo astronaut cavorting. ASTROGHOST. You can see Moses' magic moon scepter right through him. Of course, that's impossible. Alright, this is a good one too, because see, this is the astronaut. That's his visor, that's his shoulder, that's his body. It's coming toward you again. You can see the moon scepter right there. In fact, you can see everything through him. So there's only one way that this can actually exist. It's 2 projections on one screen, 2 separate sets of images, the cavorting ASTROGHOSTS and the lunar lander and the setup. That's why, because it's projected on a screen, where the imagery or the shadow is on the astronaut, naturally stuff is being projected onto it. There's no light from the shadow area of the astronaut being projected on the screen. But there is the sunlight areas of the other scene are projected on and go, so it's not washed out by the white of the astronaut's uniform outfit, which is being projected on the screen. That's washing out everything, so there are no brighter values on the other imagery, so it doesn't come through, only where it's in shadow. So that's one thing. Did we go to the moon? Probably. I've shown this to the top researcher, the world authority on the lunar rocks, Dr. Steven Shirey, and I asked him without even saying, how could that happen? He just said, it has to be 2 projections on one screen. He's right, but he still thinks we went. The lunar rocks are the best evidence because they're anhydrous. I have an answer for that, but it's sort of not the point here. Okay, now this is good too, because while the image isn't that good, Nixon's calling these people who are on the moon. Alright, and you can see it's the same image. There's the lucite rod, Moses' magic moon scepter. There's the flag, obviously, and the 2 astronauts standing kind of at attention because they're so proud. Right? Okay, so there they are. There's the call. There's the flag. There's the moon scepter. Alright, this is the exact same moment. They're getting the call. They're standing there. There's your flag. There they are at attention. That's where the lunar scepter would be, but there isn't anything there. The shadows are playing. There's the flag shadow. There's the guy's shadow. It's all nice. Where's the moon scepter? It simply wasn't there. And this is a good one here, because here we see Mission Control as it's all happening. They had a screen with the imagery being put on it. They're watching. So in case you were hoping that that moon scepter was put in later, you know, by clever artists, it's right there. There it is, right there. There's your magic moon scepter right there. Right there, that's our boy. So, that's live. That's there. But it can't be there. It's not there. It's all artificial.